Dirkens here. Thank you so much for joining me for my special coronavirus quarantine edition of the Bobby Dirkens Show. I appreciate you joining me. If you're brand new here, make yourself welcome. Wash your hands, sanitize them. And by the way, I want to lay this out there for everybody. We went from like shaking hands to slapping five to let's not touch each other. But if we do, we take this part of our elbow and hit it. Do you know what this part of the elbow is actually called? The weenus. So we've went from shaking hands to slapping five to bumping weenuses. Just shake my hand. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. Now, I don't know about you, but normally this time of the year, I am dying for some Clemson football. I'm dying for college football. Lord, I'd watch the blind kids of Oklahoma play the red hat ladies of Idaho just to watch college football. It might suck. They might even recruit players out of just random cars driving by who look, yes, they profile, look athletic. Maybe they're fat and they just want to put them on the line. I don't care. I would love it. But this time of the year, to me, for sports, really hasn't changed. Because how many of you really watch baseball? I know a few of you do, and you've got a mental disorder, but I still love you. Jesus still loves you. He might throw a sandal at you, but Jesus still loves you. I mean, baseball, a game that one team plays 9,000 games in a season. It is a game that the umpire will stop the game. So here's the picture. I'm going to go ahead and do this for you. He's leaning down. He stands up. All of a sudden, he's itching. Oh, he's got to step off plate. Step off the rubber and scratch himself. That's not a game to me. I'm sorry. Boring as piss. Bobby Dirkens, they make more money than you. So do terrorists in the higher levels, but I still don't want to be a terrorist. Go die somewhere. I don't care. NBA basketball. I mean, how annoying. Every game is like some type of social rally. We got to prove to the people who's paying to come see us how horrible they are. I don't care about NBA basketball. NCAA tournament, I don't mind. I don't mind. NCAA basketball, don't mind. I'll watch it, but nothing compares to college football. So I wanted to go to spring game with Pigskin Pete and Tiger Nation and Prince 6'1". But did that happen? Oh no! There's a big old country, it's red, on the other side of the world who made sure that didn't happen, and now they're blaming us for it. Bobby, you said you never get political. I'm not getting political. Guess where it come from? There. Guess who they're now blaming? Us. Isn't that like one of those? Have you ever seen those morons? They go and they start to fight. Like they go and they throw the first punch and then they start dancing backwards like, oh, you know it's on. And they're dancing backwards. No, if you're going to have the pubic hair to throw the first punch, son, stand in there like a man and keep throwing punches. That's what they are. They ruined the entire thing for us. Now we're all quarantined. I love my family to death, but I think that the coronavirus has nothing on them. I think they're trying to kill me. Just second of all, Bobby Dirkens Jr. was in there. He likes to play drums in the band. He was having a drum off. Everybody remember that horrible drum off movie with Nick Cannon years ago? It was an attempt to make kids in the band think they were cool, and all of a sudden you started seeing kids want to try to join the band. I have news for you. All the hot girls still want to date the football players. You might become a music teacher, but even if he ends up washing dishes at the local restaurant, he at least has a glimmer of hope of making it to the big leagues and making more money than all of us put together times 14. She's dating him. Yes, he has ears like Dumbo. She's still dating him. Yeah, he was in there playing. Bobby Dirkens Jr. God love that youngin'. He sounded like he was trying to raise up the Third Reich. I mean, had the scream. He starts marching real weird like through my halls. Y'all come get me. Lord. All right, so So I'm going to jump right in this. I'm 5 minutes in. Clemson football. We know the names that's coming back. We know the Trevor Lawrences, Travis Etienne's. We know the Justin Rosses. We know these names. We know that Xavier Thomas, is he going to be 100%? Is he going to come out and play like he did in his freshman season, and God forbid his sophomore season? Oh God, he's back in there beating again. What did I ever do to you? Whatever it is, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Oh, I've had a lot of dirty thoughts. And that's what you're going to torture me with? Good move. Good move. But there is a name that I'm just monitoring online. It's all I really have to do. But there is a name that I'm seeing come up a lot recently in Clemson football. A guy named Landenn Zanders. Now, if you pull up Landenn Zanders, he's from Shelby, North Carolina. Shelby, North Carolina is not too far from where I live. Probably about an hour, if that. If you pull up a picture of Landenn Zanders, he is 6'1", about 200 pounds. But if you look at him, he's no older than the 7th grade. Right in the face, he's going to be, all I'm going to say, he's going to get carded for a while. That's good for Landenn. Not good in being serious. Like, if he comes out on the field, I hope he has a deep voice. I hope he, hey, man, what's going on? I hope he does. Because if he talks like this, oh, they're going to make fun of him. I don't care how good he is. But his name is coming up a lot. There's basically saying he's like the dark horse, that everybody is paying attention to Brzee and Murphy, and they're phoning at them out that over Etienne being back and wondering how Ross is going to do, and where Ladson and Gata is going to, all these players are going to end up landing. And this Landenn Zanders, at 12 years old, he looks like it in the face. No offense, Landenn. I'm a Tiger fan. I'm pulling for you. I mean, you need to cut your hair and, I don't know, even if you get some shots in the face with hormones, grow a beard. Grow a beard. This guy's coming up. A lot of good things are coming out about him. A lot of people's talking about his work ethic. A lot of people's talking about how smart he is. A lot of people's talking about his athleticism. A lot of people are talking about how he could be the answer to the people we've lost in the secondary. Very much could be. We definitely need it. We definitely want it, especially after what went on in the national championship, where our secondary got turned into minced meat. Okay, it is what it is. Minced meat. I mean, 5 fantastic players going up against 4, and some of them just wasn't ready for it. I mean, I'm sorry, that is just what it is. That's when men are going to be men. One of them, I think, was a true freshman that kept blistering us. So, and then one of those players, he kept blistering and decided it was time to go in the draft. Don't think so. Congratulations to you. But Landenn Zanders is a big name that keeps coming back out. A lot of people's talking about how good he's doing. So I want to know what you may know. Do you know anything about this youngin? I know where he went to high school and stuff like that. What are you hearing about him from your side? Because listen, though I love my Tigers, I don't sit all the time to just sit here and just read everything about them. I do have a life. But this guy seems to a lot of good things are coming out about him. One of the things that we're seeing as well is questioning how the offensive line is going to be this year. We lost a lot on the offense, basically lost the whole offensive line, but except for one. That's a big deal. Is Justin Ross going to show up and show out, or is he just going to not? That's a big question this year for us. Brandon Galloway sat out for a very long time due to all those allegations. He's back. What will he do? Ladson and Gatto, what are they going to do? What's that? E.J. Williams or whatever the crap his name is. Y'all forgive me if I got the wrong name there. It's been a long week. It has been a long week. I mean, we got a lot of talent on this team. In fact, I'm on ClemsonTigers.com right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up a couple of things while I'm on here. E.J. Williams. I'm going to start with him. E.J. Williams, fantastic, 6'3", 188 pounds, out of Phoenix City. That is, I don't even have to look this out. I know that's from where Justin Ross came from. Hopefully we'll have the same luck with him here. But a lot of good things. Here's my concerns about this coming season. I really didn't think about going this route, but I am. So if you're here with me and you're quarantined, or maybe you're having to work, but you're just trying to make the best of it, first of all, hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the like button. Everybody's in there. But the next thing I throw out here is my concern for our team this year. You know, you look at it on paper. Now, on paper doesn't matter, but, you know, if I started writing down names like, well, give me the roster of your team, and I started going, you know, it's a young Tom Brady in his prime. Okay. Yeah, I got Barry Zanders lining up at running back. You could sit there and look at me and say, hey, Bobby, that's just on paper. Yeah, you really don't want to play against those names. No, you don't. You're lying to yourself if you say you do. If you have you got Ed Reed lining up in the secondary. A young, productive Darrell Revis lining up in the secondary. Do you really want to play them? You got Ray Lewis in his prime lining up in the middle. Do you really want to play them? No, you don't. If you're on coke, you might want to play them because you feel all coked up enough to where you're confident and stupid and you can take on everybody until that very first hit that knocks your spleen out of your body and it's laying beside you. And as you're laying there in dire pain, yet you're still miscombobulated, new word I learned, and it's right there beside you, go, what is that? That's my spleen. That's the only way you want to play them. On paper does mean a lot. Return the majority of our coaching staff. A lot of people goes, well, you said that last year and you saw what LSU did to you. Yeah, you saw what we've done over the past couple of years. Congrats to LSU. Have some good followers on here from LSU. I'm not talking trash to you. Now, to the douchebag LSU fans, I will say this. You won one championship. Y'all talk more trash than I've ever heard in my entire life. Bama, in fact, I make a creed or a promise to you. For the foreseeable future, I will never pull for you again against Alabama. That's how bad most of you were. Not all of you. Tiger Cat was good. God, what's that other cat? If I could see his name, he was a good guy, really nice guy that pulled for the team, talked a little trash about everything. There's some of you out there, you lost your blankety-blank mind. And so you have my word, swearing on everything that's wonderful to me. I will never pull for LSU again, especially against Alabama. I hope Alabama murders you. Not because we're afraid of you. It's just because you went from a team for about 15 years who really, except for a national championship, what was that, 07, something like that? From a team who was very, very underperforming. And all I ever said was if you could just get a good quarterback in there, you'd be fine. You finally got it, and then you were the biggest douchebags in the world. Not all of you, some of you. So I've had some time to sleep on this and sleep on the loss and all that bunch of stuff. Get it in my head and get it out. And I realized that it was not me. It was all you. You were that bad. And if you want to be the bad boys of college football, keep going. Because I'll pull for Bama and Darth Vader Saban any day of the week than I will for you, no matter how much I like Ed Orgeron. You won, you had no class about you. You were just such jerks. Oh my God, you talked such trash, you were awful. And then you were surprised when everybody started turning on you. Except for those few I named out. There was some good LSU Tiger fans out there. Congratulations to you and your team. I do appreciate that. You guys were good. You were good sports back. Some of you were absolutely awful. Most of you were absolutely awful. I've talked to my other buddies that does YouTube videos. They said the worst trash talkers I ever met in my entire life, LSU fans. You won one in many years. Many years. So I hope this year, except for you good people, I hope y'all are horrible. You'll be okay this year. You'll do a good job. But you're not going to be what you were. You've lost so many people. But I got that out of my system. I feel better. It is good to talk about stuff. But the problem for Clemson that I'm really, really concerned about is this year coming in on paper, we really did have a lot of it together. I mean, we have the Butkus Award winner, Isaiah Simmons. He is a super freak. We saw, even though our defensive line was not what it was the year before, we saw incredible talent there. We returned Trevor Lawrence. Here's a guy who had a bad season, and he still had a good season. We had Travis Etienne on the team. We had T. Higgins. We had all these players. Yes, they came back. It ended up with a loss in the national championship. Okay, our last loss before that was in 2017, late 2017. So, though I hate it, I'll take it, right? But going into this season kind of sobers me up a little bit. I am very concerned about our offensive line. I am concerned, obviously, about the secondary and our linebacking core. Because losing a freak like Isaiah Simmons is a big deal. But who I am really, 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 really concerned about is Trevor Lawrence. I was on a show, Mark Rogers' show. Mark Rogers, y'all go check him out. And I was on his show, and he asked me, he said, if there was any fear you have about this national championship game or the college football playoff, what would it be? And my answer was very simple. That we would try to copy what we did last year this year. That in our heads, we would try to play to that level instead of playing right now. I said, that's what I feared. Even Trevor admitted that he just couldn't get out of his own head last year. I mean, he admitted it. He admitted it. That's coming from the man. I'm hoping that sobered him up. I'm hoping that whatever was going on with Ross and his physical problems, mental problems, whatever's going on with Xavier Thomas, whatever's going on with everybody else, that it finally clicked. Okay? Whatever went on with our offensive coordinator that said, and listen to me, I know LSU got out in front of us, but we totally abandoned the running game. What was going on with our OCs? One of them's now gone to coach for another team. What was going on in their head that goes, yeah, we got Travis Etienne, but we got to throw? I hate to say it, they knew that. That's why they were ready for it. My big concern for this season is, did we learn anything? Is Trevor going to get out of his own head and just go out there and play like the player that a lot of people's even speculated some teams are tanking just to get him because he has that much ability? Will we be able to protect Travis or Trevor and give Travis Etienne enough room to run? Okay? He has had a good line in front of him. I'm not taking away from who he is and what he is and how he plays and all that much stuff. But you still have to block for him. Will Ross come out there? Will Latson and Ngata come out and finally separate themselves from the field? Will we need this Williams kid to come out there and go, I can see these guys are still trying to work crap out upstairs. I'll come in and do something. And he does something. Will Brandon Galloway, will he come in and do something? Braden Galloway come in and do something. We have all these running backs. Lynn J. Dixon. I mean, my God, we got so many running backs. I'm surprised some of them hadn't already transferred out yet. I mean, Duke Johnson, Malusi. Now we got this Bowman kid from Florida. What are we going to do with them? On the defensive side, what's our secondary going to be like? I mean, I'm going to look something up right here. I hadn't even looked this up, but I just thought about it. I'm going to look up his name before I even say it. As of right now, Andrew Booth is still on Clemson's football team. That I know of. I'm not saying that he's off the team. But if you type it in Google, the only thing that you do see about Booth is him throwing that punch against Louisville. I mean, isn't that incredible that last recruiting season we had, the number one player we signed was Andrew Booth. That was our highest ranking player. You're hearing very little about him. At least I am. You might hear something past him. He's not. And we're hearing way more about that Landenn Zanders kid. You ain't hearing nothing about Andrew Booth. The top-rated player we signed in the last recruiting, well, before this one. What's going on? What is going on? Did he get to Clemson and realize that they run things too straight-laced and he just can't come out there and act like, well, whatever he was doing that Louisville game, and it's thrown him? Maybe he's just getting adjusted. People have to grow, so I'm not going to throw a load on this kid. I mean, I'm not going to put my car on his back and say, "Now tote it," and act like it's nothing. But I'm just saying, where's he at? Where's he at in the process? We've seen guys come out in their freshman year and absolutely blister it up. Where is he at? That's a big concern for me. Our secondary has to get better, and then losing Isaiah Simmons is a big deal. You know, you will find a team, no matter how good our line is going to be this year, and everybody knows it's going to be doggone good. But if you get out there and you have a line, an offensive line, that can at least hold them up for a second, if our secondary has not pulled their crap together, we're going to be in big trouble. And everybody says this in this preseason stuff. Well, you know, Bobby, I really pay attention to people who, you know. I talked to a guy who sleeps with a lady, who knows a person, who shook hands with a person, who gives me the inside scoop. There's nothing to be worried about secondary. Y'all always do that. There is so many people who does that. I'm not doing that unless I actually know somebody on the inside. And I'm telling you, this secondary is wide open. We have no clue about it. Well, you know, I trust our coaches. I trust our coaching staff too. But I mean, let's not pour our brain out and turn it into piss stew. We have lost a lot in the secondary. A secondary that was already having some problems. One minute they look really, really good. And the next minute it's like, are you even trying? Do you even want to be here? That's big concern for me. Are we going to be able to protect Trevor Lawrence? Is Trevor Lawrence going to stop trying to be perfect and just go out there and play football? Is our receivers going to become physical and catch a football? And is our secondary? Notice I've not worried about Travis Etienne. To me, he's like a Barry Sanders. He's just one of those guys. He makes crap happen. Will our secondary step it up? No matter how young they are. Big concern for me. Well, listen, I'm about to get off of here. I hope y'all stay safe and everything. No matter your opinion on this or not, it's really hurting a lot of people, scaring a lot of people. I ain't scared of anything. Except for one day hitting my head hard enough to become a South Carolina Gamecock. And that would be the worst thing that ever happened to me. But y'all enjoy yourself. Try to stay safe and so on. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. If you're brand new on here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. Also, I just unveiled a new thing this week. I am going to be, it's not on there right now, but I'm going to put it up. If you shop on Amazon, almost everybody shops on Amazon. I am putting a link below this video. So there's a link. If you go below the video, you'll probably even see a little tab that says show more. You click on it, there's nobody going to be there naked. A totally different website. But if you hit show more, there's going to be a link from Amazon. If you go through that link and you buy anything, I know it's like a Clemson sweatshirt I got up there. That's the first thing you'll see. But if you buy anything, no matter what it is, it will support the show. It gives us a little commission here. You're like, well, Bobby, is that raising my prices so you can pocket the money? No, it does not change the prices whatsoever. It's just an easy way because some of you have been great to donate to me. If you want to give me a super chat, I ain't going to stop you. But if you're like, you know, money's tight and I really don't like doing that, it's kind of odd, oh, that's fine. But I promise you probably shop through Amazon. Just copy and paste that sucker up there in your browser. Anytime you go through Amazon, even if it's a penny, it supports the show and me and the Bobby Dirkens family. Appreciate it. All right? Well, I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up. I'll keep showing out. As long as the corona don't kill me. Bobby Dirkens.